Yo everybody, Mobile Gamers Unite here. It's 4 in the morning right now, and while everybody else is busy re-rolling accounts trying to get this new arc, I think I'm going to keep my account. I lost a video today. It was a dark day. It was a nice pull vid that I put together today, and I've spent the past few hours trying to recover it. It's just not going to happen. I'm finally giving up. So I figured I would shoot another vid just talking about Roland so we can go over this character and over this arc. And really I didn't have all that much lapis saved up anyway. It was only about 25k. I did throw it all trying to get the arc, but it's a very slim chance that you're going to get that thing. So let's have a look at it real quick. Roland is wonderful. On the other hand, I actually got Roland from his step up. So this is the first step up that's actually yielded me something, a character in this game. So that's pretty cool. But as far as pulling for this UR rarity arc, it's pretty much in the banner. It's the same probability as, let's see, it's the same probability as all of the other arcs. So it's only like, 1 out of 20 that you gotta pull, right? We have a lot of SSR arcs already, so the list is quite long, and it's a 0.151% chance. So you're just as likely to get anything else. It's literally like 1 out of 20. So it's very low chance that anybody is going to score that. Some people are. Props to you. Make sure to put that arc up on your friends list so everybody can take full advantage of the super power creep on it. So and I'm sure a lot of people are re-rolling right now just seeing if they can get this thing. It does look really gnarly. So that's what this banner was all about. It's this amazing arc, and by the way, there's Roland. It's kind of funny because Roland was so anticipated. Makes me wonder if it was him or the arc that everybody was waiting for. But let's check the arc out first. UR rarity. This thing is amazing. Of course. It comes with a 7-star Arc Ether reward. The sword, the Zelbus blade. This thing is amazing. 225 attack, 143 intelligence. In case you want to cast some holy smite, it's going to give you some MP. It's light attribute. The trait on it is crit hit rate plus 5%, right? Because the 225 strength wasn't enough. Oh yeah, and light attack damage plus 10%, because that's the type of attack damage this thing produces. So why not get an extra 10% to your damage on top of all of this? This is a 7-star weapon, the first 7-star in the game, I do believe. Rightfully so. Thing is off the chain. This does have some good abilities, of course. 12% strength attack up, quick trigger, triple impact, no attribute, shield. This is really good. Damage from enemies, non-attribute attacks minus 20%. 20% is very substantial for a damage reduction. This would be great on Roland, especially for building a tank Roland. That's personally what I'm going to be doing, and we'll get into that soon. This thing also gives you break boost. This is just great. Physical damage to enemies in break plus 30%. That's Narnar all the way through. And light attack rise 2. 15 SC ability. Light attack damage plus 30%. Like we didn't have enough light attack damage. So clearly, this is why Roland's so powerful. He's rolling around with this arc, with this sword. I mean, his gear just has the royal treatment. I don't know what to say. The arc attribute is speed, special damage plus 120%. Also note that Roland already has insane special damage. His S4 is an AoE. It hits everybody. It's a ton of light damage. So this is going to give you plus 120%. That's effing insane. During each wave, slowly boost physical damage as time progresses, so up to 50% more physical damage. So the longer the fight goes, the more powerful this arc becomes and the more damage it gives you. Perfect for a boss fight. This is some boss slaying stuff right here. And of course, special damage limit, an extra 5,000. So of course, when you're getting an extra 120% to your S4 damage, you're gonna have to boost that damage cap, because like you're just gonna be hitting max damage every time. So an extra 5,000 to that is insane. Roland with this thing is absolutely insane. And let's look at the stats. 415 strength. That's crazy. That's just crazy. It's also going to give 131 intelligence, 315 defense, and a little over 3,000 hit points, 27 magic points, and it's going to give you 251 mind. These are really, really high stats. I mean, it goes without saying, but holy cow, wow. Obviously, you can get like 400 strength out of some of our other SR arcs, but you'd have to level them up and put all your points into strength. But yeah, this thing is just immensely powerful, and I'm sure a lot of people are rolling for it right now. But I'm just not willing to give up my whole account just to roll for this one thing. And who knows, guys, maybe down the road after they release a few UR arcs, maybe they'll do some kind of grind or something where they'll let us pick one. These games have been known to do that from time to time. Would be nice. So let's actually look at Roland. Roland looks amazing. I can totally see what all the hype was about. Now remember, Roland came out on the other side in JP before Balin did. So this is what all the hype was about, and for good reason too. He's got good stats, 4k hit points, 233 magic points, which is really nice. No matter what you want to do with him, he can pretty much take 3 different paths. He can be a tank, he can be physical damage, and he can be magic damage. His stats reflect that. He's got 1137 strength, 1103 intelligence, so both strength and intelligence are in the 1100s. That's what we want. 976 defense and mind. Really potent character all the way around. He's very defensive. What makes his defensive prowls even better, though, are actually one of his traits, Indomitable Resolve. When casting magic or skill, half damage taken. Oh, so simple, so nice, so effing powerful, right? So it doesn't matter if it's magic damage, doesn't matter if it's physical damage, you're gonna half it. As long as Roland is busy throwing a skill or casting a spell, and it can't be interrupted by most attacks. So that's also very nice. It's hard to interrupt him, and while he's doing stuff, it's really hard to hurt him. So you literally have to catch Roland just kind of standing around picking his ass to really do some damage to him. 50% is just off the chain. While we're in his traits, he also gets Imperator's Prestige. Yep. Light attack strength plus 20%, of course, because that's what this guy does. And physical attack damage cap plus 2k, because we got to increase his damage cap if he's, has all these boosts. Or he's just going to hit for max damage every time. What a waste. So, very powerful stuff right here. Great traits, especially this Resolve one. His abilities, Lost Delta, Frontal Medium Area Light Combo Attack, Big Surprise, Divine Edge, instantly close the gap from a medium area light combo attack. So this gives him a jumping, charging move, which is very nice. Kohaku banks off of that. You can ask her how nifty it is to be able to cut the distance between you and your enemy like that. But the only thing he doesn't have is any sort of aerial damage. He's not throwing people up into the air. But, I mean, really, is that so bad? Because he's got everything else, right? Photon Blaster, this is cool. He summons a dragon, and it does like a breath weapon in a straight line, light combo attack in a straight line. Photon Blaster does a ton of damage. I've already played around with that a little bit, and it looks cool. And then of course we have his S4, Zephonic Blazer. This is a powerful light combo attack against all enemies. So this is an AoE. It's going to clear the map. And if you can get that arc for him and get like the extra 120% damage for it, I mean, it's already insane enough. You guys will see. He does proc this fairly quickly. Loga does proc his S4 quicker than Roland, but his is only single target. This is hitting everybody. So all in all, Roland is very powerful, right? Just in stats. We'll run him so you guys can see the synergy in his kit. So I can totally see why this guy shook the game up so much, especially since Balin wasn't out in JP when he dropped. He also has a charisma ability, like the first charisma ability. Note that his charisma ability and Roland's, or not Roland's, his charisma ability and Balin's charisma abilities, they're not going to stack. You can only have one active at a time, so if you're running both of them, you're going to have to pick and choose which one you want. Roland's is going to give you 20% to strength and intelligence for everybody. If you have his paywall armor, it's going to increase that by 5%. I wasn't really that excited about his armor because if I really want to run him as a tank, I'm going to have to put my own armor on him anyway. His accessory, though, I do believe is a lot more useful. It increases his speed and just does a bunch of good stuff for him. So if you, I guess it all depends on what you want to do with him and what kind of character you want to build. But since I was building a tank and I knew I was probably going to put a different armor on him, I went for the accessory for him. But definitely check that out and kind of figure out which type of Roland you want to make, and pick your armor or accessory accordingly to that. That's got to be the best advice I can give. Let's look at his skill list. Imperial Charisma, this is what I was talking about. All allies, strength and intelligence 20%. Only while unit is alive though, so no charisma off of dead units, big surprise. And this will not stack with other charismas, so we talked about that. He also comes with Star Heal and God Heal. It's nice to have that for free, right? And I think this is part of the reason why some people were saying that he's good at everything, great at nothing. It's kind of an overstatement because of how powerful he is. But, whichever path you decide to go, you're cutting out pretty much a piece of your skill tree. Because if you're going as a physical attacker, you're probably not really going to be relying on him for Star Heal. But it's always nice to have God Heal and Star Heal in the pocket for free. I can just see how other characters have surpassed him since they stick to one role. I can see how Balin can do more damage to this guy because Balin's whole skill kit is just revolved around him doing physical damage, right? This guy can also tank, or he can be a very potent caster. Okay, he's going to get Galaxy and Shining Zoc here for free, Advanced Magic Circles to keep himself fed. Remember, he does get a little bit more MP, which is nice, to accommodate all this stuff up here. But if you're going to have him as a physical attacker, he comes with, Attack Up Max, which is 15% strength. He also has Attack Up 3, which is 8% strength, so it's a nice start. He's also going to come with 12% Intelligence Magic Up, so, this is obviously for that mage route. I think a lot of people are just going to go for the physical attack build, so this magic up is just kind of wasted. Crit Up 3, this is always useful, right? I mean, just imagine instead of having, this magic up, if you had another critical ability and, he would just be such a potent attacker. But then that's all he could do. So other than crit up, you got aim vitals, so you got some stuff to work here. And this is what I got excited about, his guard, spell guard, auto regen. This is all very nice, tanky stuff. Remember, this guy can have a 50% damage reduction. So I think this is really what's important to me for my build. But everybody's going to be different. He's got Pride, Light Attack Rise. Light attack damage plus 20%, of course, because that's what he's doing. He also has Light Critical Rise. This is custom to him. I think he's the only one that has this right now. Critical rate of light attacks plus 5%. Great. Crit power plus 50%. That's what you want. He's going to crit very hard, especially with light damage. Then you got Pose of Glory. High level magic chant. Greatly increased cast speed of all magic. You know, even if you're not using him for magic, at least if you ever have to throw a heal, he's got high level magic chant, so that heal will proc quicker, right? Chivalrous Mindset. This is custom. When a sword and armor are equipped, sword strength and armor defense plus 50%. That is really, really good. 50% is a lot. I forget what her name is. Who's that little earth tank girl that we don't really ever talk about? Regardless, she has to like sacrifice a ton of her health or something just to get plus 20% defense. This guy's getting plus 50% just for wearing armor and a sword. Very powerful ability. Sorry guys, it's 4 in the morning. I could only imagine how many SC this would cost. It's great, it's custom. He also gets sword high boost. Why not? Let's give him physical attack plus 30% with a sword and armor boost. You know, which is why I'm really going the tank way with him. When armor is equipped, defense plus 7%, but damage taken from bosses minus 5%. So he's gonna get minus, like, with the half damage and the minus 5%. Bosses are gonna be doing 55% less damage to him while he's using a skill or casting a spell. So I think that's pretty awesome. That's the strategy I'm going to have with him. I'm going to give him some skill charge abilities. That way he can continuously keep using Lost Delta and Divine Edge, and that way he can keep that damage reduction up. That's the build that I'm going to try playing around with. So yeah guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're doing with your Roland. Let me know if you're re-rolling. If you're re-rolling for Roland and his arc. If you do, best of luck, right? Make sure to put him up in the friends list. Make sure to share that power. Yeah, or hey, if you're just going to skip on this banner and wait for the slime collab to come, those characters look very promising. I just watched some videos. They look like great characters, good synergy, great skill kits, so we'll have to see what they do with that. But Roland is here now. He's here to stay. I don't know how I feel about these UR arcs. I kind of wish you could pull this thing with tickets, even if it was a really, really low chance, and that way they kind of wouldn't be making our tickets kind of worthless to a player like me, that is, at least as far as getting this thing goes. But we'll have to see what they do, right? There could be multiple UR arcs in the future. You know, they could let us grind one of these out. Last Cloudia, hint, hint, wishful thinking, right? Regardless, Last Cloudia also got a facelift. Everything looks pretty good. I like it. Nice, crisp, and clean. Some things got moved around. Our gacha is now called a gacha. They're not even trying to lie to us anymore. They're just calling it what it is. And the shop got moved down here. All in all, I welcome this. The game looks great. Looks new-ish. Looks good, though. Looks good, definitely. And also, today, they gave us a bunch of events. So, there's a ton of stuff here to grind out, guys. There's good accessories. There's just a ton of useful stuff. These things are going to be up for 12 days. So that's good, right? You can rerun all of these, clear these out, just get all your free resources, go through everything, see what we got. Let's see. I was grinding out this one right here. It's really fun fighting the dragon, especially with Roland. Pretty good stuff in there. So definitely go through all this stuff, guys. Get all the items, get everything you want. Maybe there's some stuff you don't want. I guess it all depends on how much time you want to spend, you know, running in here. I'm probably going to keep running that dragon and keep trying to level Roland up. I have a bunch of stuff to teach him. Obviously, your boy did not save his rainbow potion, so my Roland is only, what is he, level 40? Something like that. So as soon as I got him, let's just take these guys out. As soon as I got Roland, I I did, of course, take him to Alabaster Nightmare, where I do all my benchmarks. Uh, I cleared the whole area and I got to the boss at the end, the giant ogre. And Roland actually died. And I started getting worried. I was like, oh my god, what happened here? This guy's supposed to be powerful. Did he get nerfed? Come to find out, I forgot to equip him. But really think about that, guys. I want that to set in. I took my Roland solo to Alabaster Nightmare on hard. And he cleared the whole area and got the boss down to 20% of his health. Completely naked, no gear. That is a very powerful character. So we're going to try this again. Obviously, I put some gear on him. Nothing too fancy. He's using an SR Arc Trustmaster Sword. I believe it's 140 attack, and it is light element though. So, and he does have some armor on and some simple accessories. So right off the bat, notice he has a good slice with his attack. It's a good reach. All in all, pretty happy with that. Here's Lost Delta. Oh, here we go. So Lost Delta is like 3 strikes, and while he's doing that, remember, the damage he takes is halved. Alright, so let's try his S2. I'm going to run away from these guys. They're going to follow me. His S2 is going to let him jump over there, cut distance, charge over there, and just hit everybody on his way. This is really good. You guys should already know why this is so good. Kohaku banks off of something like this. It's nice to have something to cut the distance between you and your enemy. And it's also nice to know that while he's charging, he's only taking half damage. Here's his S4, or S3 is that dragon. It does a ton of damage. I will be saving his S4 that is fully charged now for the ogre at the end. I feel like I owe him something like after the last run. So here we go, we got our S4 charge fairly quickly, right? It's not as fast as Loga by any means, but remember, this thing does AoE damage and it hits like an effing truck. So why don't we just start with that. There's Roland, there's his badass dragon. Yeah, gnarly. Here he is. Blah. Here comes all that damage. Oh wow. I didn't think it was just gonna like damn near kill him in one hit. So yeah, very powerful right there. That pretty much just ended this ogre. He's just gonna get finished with some basic attacks. So this is this guy's kit. A lot of good synergy. I think if I feed this character a bunch of skill charge, Roland broke the damn game. Look at that. Yeah, I think if I feed this guy a bunch of skill charge, he will constantly have moves to throw, and he'll constantly have that 50% damage reduction. So here he is. He's out, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all have the best of luck getting him. I think I am just going to continue doing a daily on this banner every day, and with a little bit of luck, it'd be a lot of bit of luck. You never know, right? But for now, I'm just going to be happy with my Roland and probably start saving resources for the slime collab. So best of luck to everybody. I hope you all get rolling on a daily, and I hope you get that awesome arc of his. You know what? Let's not kid anybody. It's not his arc. It's not. Okay, if anything, Roland belongs to that damn arc. That's how powerful it is. Mobile Gamers Unite. Peace, everybody. Have an awesome night. I'm going to go get some rest.